gonna do is our cauliflower. So I'm gonna cut that up into pretty big chunks first. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is I'm just cutting the middle piece out of my cauliflower. You can see my cuts here. We're gonna pull that middle piece out so that we don't grade the middle. We just want the part that looks like the trees. Okay, so I'm gonna use a big bowl. I'm gonna put my cheese grater right inside of my bowl, and I'm gonna take my cauliflower and just rub it along like I would grate cheese. And you can see once I get a little bit in there, it's turning into rice. You can see a little bit in there. You can see some inside here. It's turning into riced cauliflower. So you're gonna do your whole head of cauliflower. We're gonna rice it up. So I have all my riced cauliflower ready. Look at all that. There's a whole bunch in there. Okay, so the next part we are going to do is we're gonna make the aioli, okay? And for that, we need our sour cream. You can also use mayo or you can use Greek yogurt, but I grabbed some sour cream for everybody. So we're gonna put our whole thing of sour cream into a bowl. Okay, so we're gonna dump that whole sour cream into a bowl. I'm gonna use my spoon to scrape it out. Okay, so I have my sour cream in the bowl. The next part we're gonna do is we're gonna take 1 clove of garlic, okay? Which is just one little piece of a whole garlic. And we're gonna chop it up into little tiny pieces, so that's called mincing it. So we're gonna mince our garlic. Into little tiny pieces. And then you're gonna put that into your sour cream. Okay. And then you're going to take your lime and you're gonna juice it. So you're gonna take the whole thing and you're gonna squeeze all the juice out of it that you can. I do have a juicer, so I do have one thing. Okay, we're gonna squeeze all the juice out of our lime right into our sour cream and our garlic. Get as much as you can out. So then what we need is some dill seasoning, okay? So you're going to take some fresh dill or dried dill, whatever you have. I'm gonna use some dried dill, okay? You're gonna take 1 whole teaspoon of it. Whew, that's strong. 1 whole teaspoon, and you're gonna dump it right in there. This stuff's pretty easy to make because you can kind of just dump it all together. And a little bit of pepper. So you can follow the recipe if you want, which says 1/4 teaspoon of salt and 1/8 teaspoon of black pepper, or you can just kind of dump them in there, however you want to do it. So I'm just gonna dump a little bit of salt in there. And then I have some ground pepper that I'm gonna grind up. If you like things a little bit more spicy, you can add more pepper to it. Just gonna mix it up. So that's what mine looks like. Is we're gonna make our fritters. So in our bowl with all of our cauliflower, right, our riced cauliflower, we're gonna add our eggs. So we're gonna crack 2 eggs into our bowl with all of our cauliflower, our riced cauliflower. Okay, so 2 whole eggs into our cauliflower. So you have your eggs in there, you're gonna add some flour. So you need 3/4 cup of flour. There, we're gonna add our seasonings. So we're gonna add some salt, some pepper, and some garlic. And then if you have any extra herbs that you wanna put in there, I have some parsley and some basil that I'm gonna put in there. So I'm gonna put a little bit of salt. I'm gonna put some pepper. I'm gonna put some garlic powder. And you can measure them if you want. I like to just dump. And then I'm also gonna add some basil and some parsley. I use a lot of parsley and oregano at my house when I'm cooking, so parsley is one of my favorites. Mix it all up. See how mine is here? It's kind of sticky, but it's not too bad, but it can kind of form balls. See how it sticks to my spoon? Is an ice cream scoop, or maybe you call it a potato scooper, but it has a little handle on the side so it helps scoop it out. So that's what I'm gonna use to scoop my fritters, okay? So once everything's all mixed together, you're gonna put some oil in a pan on the stove. You can also put them in the oven if you want to. We're gonna put some oil on the stove here. I'll turn you over here. Okay. And I'm gonna take my scoop. I'm gonna make pretty big fritters. So if you have a smaller cookie scoop, you can also use that, okay? So I'm gonna fill up my cookie scoop here, and I'm gonna put it right into my pan, okay? And then I'm gonna use my spatula to push it down so that it makes it flat. Maybe, there we go. Your fritters are done, you can grab your dip, your aioli. I'm gonna put mine in a little cup so that we can share it. More people can have it. And then voila, you have your dinner.